And we're underway with 6 of WWE's top superstars going at it.
Don't look now, but this has all the makings of those six-man classics we used to see back in World Class.
Born into this business, but handed nothing. Nice. Charlotte has earned every praise she's received. Woo!
Byron, don't ever let Eddie Flair or any other human being, for that matter, do that again.
Charlotte is measuring.
She better not rise to the bait.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Charlotte is measuring.
See if she has it in her.
Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Oh, look at it.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, where three superstars have aligned because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. Three individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of three are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful.
Harsh impact. Boom, what impact. Sent out to the center of the ring. Boom.
I think Sasha Banks is done playing.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Oh, gosh. Roll over, Ronaldo.
I don't think she should challenge her.
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away. Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams, like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO.
She goes for the cover. A high-risk maneuver that works from that top turnbuckle. And there's the kick out.
Gonna take more than that.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
If we're talking about three-man teams, I need to shout out one of the baddest trios of all time who held the World Six-Man Championship on a number of occasions. I'm talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Road Warriors. When the Dream put on the face paint,
I think we know what's coming up.
attack to the midsection.
That has got to be it.
The window to take this just opened for Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is scaling the ropes.
Strong kick.
My goodness. Stop in the leg. Just nasty. There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out and lose the match for your team.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I see Byron making that mistake and ruin it for everybody.
The smartest thing a young star can do is learn from a veteran. And Charlotte has the best in the wrestling business, the
Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
If you're lucky as a rookie, you can bend the ear of a trainer or a visiting legend for a few minutes, but Charlotte has had 30 years to learn from her father. Oh, nasty impact.
Corey, Charlotte's knowledge of the game is limitless thanks to Rick. When you're learning from the Nature Boy, it's like an advanced class every day.
Imagine having Flair DNA to start. Then you add the wisdom of Ric Flair, and the sky is the limit. She's already Hall of Fame worthy, and she's only getting better.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent. Look at her go!
She might have it.
She's on the attack and on the move.
Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referees count 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
Back in from the floor. Oh, and it's a reversal. This superstar is dangerous both inside and outside the ring.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces.
Big move, super kick.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Cover here. Digging deep for a kick out.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts.
We'll see how long she can keep it up.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me since this was the first time they teamed together. But we've got to cover it.
Charlotte with an easy kick out there.
Too soon. Beautiful technique.
It's obvious when watching Sasha Banks, she exudes confidence.
Time to go to school. Figure 4 leg lock.
Talk about taking care of business.
Legendary submission, the figure 4 leg lock.
She can close the door here. Let me tell you, that can cause some serious injury.
And a test here for Charlotte. She has to formulate a plan quickly to get things going.
We recognize Sasha Banks' overwhelming confidence. Many competitors have tried to humble Sasha, but how can anyone stop her swagger?
Well, you got to somehow frustrate Sasha Banks. Somehow you have to put a dent of doubt into that confidence. A tough thing to do when you're talking about the Bucks.
Oh, now it's the Boss with a little smack talk.
Well, it's not really my thing, but the crowd is loving Sasha's act. In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
Byron, you were witness to the rise of the Four Horsemen. Here she comes on the counter.
We'll see if she can turn things around. She is on fire.
Down it. Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana.
Sasha Banks' ruthless nature that Byron alluded to has become a thing of the past. Banks has found a way to remain aggressive without resorting to bad sportsmanship.
And I'm sick and tired of it. Sasha Banks was heartless in NXT. She stole a headband from Bayley's biggest fan and made her cry. That's the boss I'll always love and remember.
Sasha Banks avoids major damage there.
She got lucky.
Look at this. When she gets in attack mode, look out. When Sasha Banks began her career with NXT, she went through a period of just trying to fit in. Trying to be another pretty face in the locker room.
And when you try to be just another assassin.
And now it's Sasha Banks. You gotta believe this one's over.
Incredible.
Well, Corey, that inner boss we speak about with Sasha is a great example for showing how women can break out of their shell and claim ownership to any goal they set their heart to. Banks is a legit boss and a legit role model.
Look, I don't know if I'll go that far, Byron. I respect what Sasha's created for herself, but I don't think I want to see waves of women dyeing their hair purple and wearing ludicrous glasses.
The end may be near. This might be it.
This could be big. Here we go. Running Hurricanrana. We're looking at complete domination here.
Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
Looking at it here. Byron, you mentioned some families and groups. Ooh, what impact.
This one's over, guys.
Got the shoulders down. Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Tag made. Here's the double team.
Knees.
Boom. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Look, I'm the harsh impact. That should do it. She goes for the cover. And the shoulders come up.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
Tag.
They're setting him up.
Corey, you observe Sasha's aspirations as being damaged.
A competitor has been eliminated.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Drop from above. Corey, you spoke about one of superstars in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly.
Taken off her feet now.
And you're not going to win many matches down there, I can tell you that. This might be it. Oh, my.
Within 5 years of her first match at NXT, Charlotte has a list of big matches that would already qualify her as a Hall of Famer, and the list just keeps growing.
And Charlotte does what she does best. Both teams work.
She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
Michael, Charlotte's big match resume is amazing. She won the first ever WWE Women's Iron Man match, the first ever Raw Women's Championship match, and the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match.
She main evented Hell in a Cell, Byron. Don't you forget that. If she wasn't SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte would have entered the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, and you can bet she would have won that too.
How much more punishment needs to be dished out? Just finish it! I think this one's over.
Look at her go.
She's countering nicely now.
Yeah, a second ago, she was almost done.
A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Wow, talk about knowing where you're at all times. Not a good spot to be, guys.
This is terrible.
Face first off the barricade.
Big elbow.
Oh, it's scoop slam.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
And Charlotte does what she does best.
I think Sasha Banks is done playing.
This might be the one that ends it.
And now Sasha Banks heads up.
Look out. We've got to be nearing an elimination soon here, guys.
Sasha Banks' legs are collapsing on her. She could falter at any moment.
The boss is exhausted.
This could spell the beginning to the end for her here in this six-man tag team match.
I'm not used to seeing this. Yeah, the boss isn't looking too legit right now.
Oh my goodness.
Bad news for the boss. Oh man, Sasha Banks is in trouble.
Ain't a pin attempt. 1, 2, barely at 2.5.
Yeah, well, Sasha is surviving on heart and the skin of her teeth, but she's still battling.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, the inverted Russian leg sweep.
Face first.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Here comes Sasha Banks.
Nailed it.
That right there is why they call her the boss. Clearly not a...
The shoulders are down. 2 count and a kick out.
Still too fresh.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Big backdrop.
She goes for the cover. 1, digging deep for a kick out.
Way too early.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
I don't know if we'll ever see these same six superstars in the ring together again, but boy, I sure hope so. These six superstars have really shown me something here tonight, guys. What a match. We've got to be nearing an elimination soon here, guys.
Guys, it's got to be instinct that keeping these six competitors going at this point. There's just no other explanation.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted. We've got to be nearing an elimination soon here, guys.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
We've got to be nearing an elimination soon here, guys.
Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe, but one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Regardless of how this one ends, all six of these superstars should be proud of this effort here tonight.
I don't know if we'll ever see these same six superstars in the ring together again, but boy, I sure hope so. These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup.
Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe, but one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
There's no denying that all 6 of these superstars brought it here tonight. After all this, I can't believe these 2 teams are still going here. This has been incredible.
These 6 superstars have really shown me something here tonight, guys. What a match.
Tag. Uh-oh. This could be bad news. Double. They can't look after that attack to the back. Shoulders on the back. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow.
She's still in this one.
Looking for a super kick.
This one is over.
Shoulders down. Is it enough? Kick out at 2. Oh, that may have been a slow count.
Very admirable performance here, but you have to wonder if she's risking permanent injury.
Well, that was a close call.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
You can see the confidence just... And here's a cover. Kicking out of that may have used up her last bit of energy. She's still in this one. She dodges that one. And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Charlotte Flair has been eliminated.
I can't believe everything that's...
Man. Game, set,
The shoulders are down. What is keeping this competitor going?
This is amazing.
What a stop!
Good grief.
Boom! Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Real close. Too close for comfort.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. Got the reversal.
She is on fire.
Not today.
Super kick. This one's over, guys.
Oh, nasty impact.
Going for the big one. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match.
The shoulders are down.
A competitor has been eliminated.
What a 6-man tag match.